Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, have you heard the news about Nancy Pelosi? Now, Nancy Pelosi is was the Speaker of the House, and now she's. I don't understand American politics, so I don't want to mess it up. She's a Democrat. She's 84 years old, and she was in Luxembourg on a bipartisan envoy that to celebrate 80 years, the 80th anniversary of something to do with World War II. Like I said, I'm not going to pretend I know what's going on. But what I do know for sure is that she had a terrible fall and she fell down marble stairs. Now, whether you're 84 or 44, falling down marble stairs is pretty hard on the body. She ended up breaking a hip, and she was sent to a U.S. military base hospital in, I don't know if it's in Luxembourg or Germany. And she had successful surgery, and they've announced she's recovering comfortably. Now, so I'm not disputing what's going on. I mean, there's many witnesses that saw what happened. We don't know if she was drinking or not. She's kind of somewhat known to be a bit of a drinker, but that's beside the point. She had this terrible fall, and and there's no information about when she'll be recovering or coming home, that kind of thing. So let's do a projection for her. Remember, we don't do predictions, we do a projection. Based on the current energy that's surrounding her right now, what is the projection for Nancy Pelosi coming up? Is she going to recover fine? Is she going to be home soon? Or is this going to result in complications? As we know, anybody over the age of 80, as soon as you have surgery, there's a marked increase in complications, especially pneumonia. And it's interesting that when seniors break a hip, sometimes that can lead to their demise. So I don't want to wish that on anybody, but let's just see what the projection is for her. It's a routine surgery, hip replacement, but it's a major surgery. So let's see, how is that going? What's the projection for Nancy Pelosi, who was the Speaker of the House, a Democrat from California? And I know a lot of people use her and Mitch McConnell and Joe Biden, and probably now going to use Trump as reasons for mandatory retirement or age limits. Okay, cards are ready. What's the projection? Ooh, Ace of Pentacles right off the start in reverse. So it doesn't, I'd like to see that upright because that shows new seeds, healing. The moon. Oh, is there some kind of illusion that's going on here? Some kind of confusion, some kind of illusion? Are they not telling us the whole truth? Balance. Okay, so there's the surgery. She's in a good energy spot right now. This is the Temperance card. This is showing us that, and also we are in Sagittarius season right now, which is the Temperance card. So, and balance, is that why she fell? Was her balance off? If there's a picture just before she fell and she was clinging to, I guess, a senator, I'm not sure exactly who it is, she's really clinging to his arm and his hand. So was there something with her balance? Did she have a stroke or some such thing that she fell? Wow, Page of Cups in reverse. I don't know if this is all good news. 5 of Gifts upright. Let me double check. This is all fitting. Okay, I did it again. Instead of adjusting, I turned it off, but I haven't changed anything. Look at this with the cane, is it a walking stick? And out in the cold. Um, I don't think she'll be home for a while. I think there's something else going on here. Because if this was in reverse, I'd say, yeah, she's returning home. But this tells me she is kind of stuck there right now. Now, she, of course, if she's at a U.S. military base and she has, her standing in the U.S. government, absolutely, if they want to ambulance her home, they'll do it. I mean, it'll be a very long trip. Um, but they can. But for some reason, this crutch on here is trying to tell me something out in the cold. Like I said, if this was in reverse, I'd say this is returning home. There was something with her balance. Absolutely something with her balance. They aren't telling us everything. Page of Gifts upright. So page of Pentacles. They're trying to sell us something. But it's not, they're trying to sell us an illusion. So is she doing as well as they say she is? Six of Gifts, a balance card again. This is Six of Pentacles with the balance. A balance card again. There's something with her balance. Definitely something. The cards are really trying to tell me balance. The Star, oh, that's hope and healing. That's hope and healing. I'm wondering if it's not really her hip they're concerned about. There might be something with her balance, like perhaps she did have a stroke and one side is now not working as well as the other side. Four of Candles. So there she's, yeah, I think she'll be coming home. Yeah. If that was in reverse, I'd say, whoa. The Sun. She'll be coming home, but she'll be, I was going to say put away. She'll be out of commission for quite a while. She'll come home, but go dark. And people might even wonder, did she come home? She might come home under darkness, under stealthness. And because maybe she doesn't want to see anybody, she doesn't want anybody to see her balance problems. Now, she would come home on a stretcher, right? She just had a hip replacement. I don't think we would see her walking with a crutch or a cane, at least not for a very long time. I think she'll be coming home with this Four of Candles. That's also the home card, Four of Wands. So I think she's coming home under darkness, under stealth conditions. Let's see what else is here. Wow, Six of Good Cheer in reverse. I think her past is catching up with her. There's something definitely, her past is catching up with her. This might be the catalyst that ends her working, especially with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. That's something dug up and finished. And with the outsider card here, the poverty card here, the no more having access, and especially here with her past catching up to her, the Mistletoe, which is the Lover, she has a big choice to make. This is also known as the choice card. I think, wow, Seven of Cups. I think we're being gaslit about how well she is doing. There's definitely a big choice to make here. I think though with the Moon and the Seven of Cups in reverse, I think that she's not doing as well as they say she's doing. The Queen of Canes here upright. Wow, the Lightning Tree and the Queen of Gifts and the High Priestess. Yeah, you know what? This, like the Lightning Tree, is also the Tower, which is also known as the Hand of God. And with these two queens facing this, the Queen of Canes is the Queen of Swords, so that's truth, that's words that are contracts, whatnot. Queen of Gifts is manifesting I'm thinking here, this hand of God has manifested, um, I'm going to say the end of her contract. The end. She might like retire. I honestly do. I think she might retire after this. I don't think we're going to see her for a while. I honestly don't. I think she's going to go into some kind of healing. I wouldn't be surprised if she ended up with a pneumonia. I'm getting a pneumonia with that, out in the cold. And I mean, she lives in California, so it can't be snowing there, where she lives. But I'm getting that cold air, cold air. Um, Also, Gemini here with the Lover's card is lungs. That's another reason I'm getting, um, something here with pneumonia. I think this is going to be the catalyst that, she ends up packing it in. King of good cheer. What is she drinking? What is she drinking? Queen of candles. Look at all the women around her. All the upper echelons here. King of good cheer could be President Biden. Could be President Biden. Queen of candles. Three of candles, and the eight of gifts in reverse. King of candles in reverse. I think she's going to retire after this. I think she is just now planning. I think she's got people around her advising her to pack it in, especially the females around her. Could be also, uh, Joe Biden. And what's interesting is she was one of the ones who wanted President Biden to step down earlier. She says that, Harris didn't win because Biden waited too long to step down and didn't give her a chance at a long runway like Trump had. And I'm wondering here now if Biden's going to turn the tables on her and tell her to pack it in. I don't know if he can or not. I'm not sure what's going on there. But with the eight of gifts in reverse, this is telling me, the end. And with the five of gifts, that's telling me that's the end of work. That is, that is packing it in. That is the retirement card. I think we're going to see her, come home and then make a decision to retire. I'm not seeing any further sickness here. I'm not seeing, other than maybe like a pneumonia, which is very typical of people over 80 after a major surgery. Something like that, some kind of, and it's because they're laying down so much and they gather fluids in their lungs. I'm thinking that she might get something like that. I'm thinking she's going to come home and we aren't going to see her for a while. And I honestly think the next time we see her or hear from her in any like big capacity, other than, thank you to everybody for your well wishes. But I think her next big announcement, will be that she's stepping down or stepping back, or, um, I don't think she's going to be working after this. And it might have something to do with her balance. Like I said, perhaps she did have a stroke. Sometimes the tower card, because it hits the tower at the top. And I've read that a couple of times when I've done health readings for people, and and they get the tower, and I'll say, "Have you had a stroke?" And they say, "Yeah." So I'm thinking that she possibly could have had a stroke, and that's why she doesn't come back. Perhaps she can't speak properly. And interesting, she was Speaker of the House. And I think we're going to see her advisors, especially the women around her, telling her, she can no longer work. Um, I think that's what's going to happen. So that's my projection for her. And remember, projections are based on the current energy surrounding the person. And free will has a lot to do with it too, and healing and whatnot. She does have the star card, hope and healing. And we might not see her till Aquarius time, which is late January and February. with that star card that represents Aquarius. So we might not see her until Aquarius time, but I think she's got some good advisors around her. There's nothing nefarious about the people around her. I think they're going to tell her to pack it in. And she does have one male who could be wanting her to pack it in for their own reasons. So I don't know who's coming up behind her in the Democratic Party. I understand the Democratic Party is struggling right now. They're kind of in disarray, in somewhat disarray. I've been reading just about, why the election was won. Everybody's pointing fingers. And I think there might be one male who is perhaps might bully her out of the position in some regards. But otherwise, the females around her and the president are she can trust them. All right. So that's my projection. So I guess all the best. You always, no matter who they are, wish them well in their healing. Because if you don't, you have the universe has a strange sense of humor. So I'm going to wish her the best in her healing for a quick healing without any complications. Thank you very much for watching. See you online. Bye for now.